Hello everyone, my name is William and today I'm going to show you how to bundle objects for Unturned. So what you're going to need first is obviously a 3D model of the building you want to have. So I've got a building here which is pretty small with um, there's a door, a garage frame and a window, and there's also a hole on the top for traps and later. So what we want to do now is we actually want to add the model to our scene. So the first thing we want to do is change the scale factor on the side here to 100. And here we go. So we put that on 100. We drag the model in and now it's already on 100 here. And we want to put that on 1 so it's correctly scaled. And we want to rotate that from negative 90 degrees. Now we want to put the tutorial image on it so it got the good textures. So we can put this image, drag this all at the end, put that on point, and this one on clamp. Here we remove the compression, max size to 1024, and we want to hit apply. Now what we want to do is it creates a material folder right here, and I want to put the smoothness all the way at the end. Otherwise, as you can see, it will be reflective to the ambient light, which we don't want. And metallicness will make it more gray. So we want to make sure it's all at 0. Now we got that. We want to turn off the light probes off, and we want to put it on the large tag and layer right over here. And we're going to rename it to model 0. And it's remodel, so I'm going to unpack it. So now I'm going to create an empty right over here, and I'm going to call it object, and I'm gonna put it on the large tag and layer. Large is right here, and I will rotate it from negative 90 degrees here. So I want to add a load group right here, and I want to remove the load number 2, and I want to put this one here and this one at 20. So this is how you make it. Then I want to add a mesh collider, and finally rigid body, which we're gonna put it on kinematic and not gravity. And here we want to put the mesh, which is when you click on the arrow here, the building here. So put the mesh right here. And for material, I'm gonna go for concrete. You can take any one that have the static at the end. I'm gonna take concrete static. Now I'm gonna parent the model 0 so to the object. And now what I'm gonna do is click on load 0 and I'm gonna drag model 0 in the renderers here. So now when we are on the load 0, we can actually see the building, and if we zoom out, it will automatically go away. So I don't have, normally you will put on load 0 the building with the frames, and on the load 1, so on the second one right here, the load number 1, you want to put the building without the door frames or windows in it and all that stuff. But I only have this model right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the loud one and keep this one at 3%. The loud one is at 20% if you use it. Now what I want to do right here is create the skybox. So I'm gonna create an object here, skybox. I'm gonna reset this position to the middle, and what I'm gonna do is change the tag to large on both of on the tag and the layer. Now that we have done that, we can import our skybox model right here, which is just a cube, and we'll put the light probes off. Then I'm gonna go in isometric view, and I'm gonna make sure it fits the building, so when you see it from far away, you don't actually see it's somewhere else. So now we can call this one model 0. We're gonna take this Skybox and rotate it the same here on the x-axis, and of course we're gonna unpack this one, and we're gonna apply the Skybox texture on it. Obviously, we're gonna do the same procedure here to make it fit, and I'm gonna hit apply, and then materials. I'm gonna take this Skybox one and put the smoothness at 0. Now I'm gonna put this one right under here, and it's all done for the Skybox. Now we want to create the clip, so I'm gonna create an empty called clip. I'm gonna reset this position. Right here. So now we have an empty here, and I'm gonna rotate it the same way as again. And we want to add a mesh collider on it, which uses the building mesh, and we want to put the same material as we used on the object. So now we're done for the clip. We also don't forget to add the clip on large here and here. Then we want to create this one and call it nav. So that's a new empty. We want to rotate it by 90 degrees minus. And we want just to put the mesh here. So this is for the zombies to walk, and we want to set it as nav mesh right over here. And then now what I want to do is create another empty called slots. Red position, rotate it the same again. I'm gonna turn off the skybox so we can properly see. And I'm gonna add this right here to make us a white background inside. Here we go. And I'm gonna call this one background. So right here, so now we have the slots. So we're gonna create an empty here, and we're gonna call it slot. And we want to add a box collider to it, which is going to be 0 on this axis. And I'm going isometric view, and I'm gonna make it the good position right here inside of our window frame, and I'm gonna edit the collider to make it fit the window size, and I clicked away. Here we go. Now it fits the window size, and we can also add a rigid oopsies a rigid body on it, which is kinematic. Now we want to add a door, so we're gonna create an empty called the door, add component, and then box collider, obviously 0 on this side, and we want it to be 2.25 and 2.75. So this is how vanilla doors are made. The door frame is 2.5 by 2.75, but the door logic element is not this size, which is really weird. And we're gonna put it right here. Here we go. See, we're gonna take all of the slots elements, so the slots, the slot, and the door, right here, and set it on logic, which is on top here. Now we're gonna create a new one called gate, which gonna add a box collider, which is set on 0 here again, and we wanna set this one right here on 3.75. Wait, wrong one. This one is on 4, and this one is on 3.75, which is going to fit perfectly our gate right here, and we wanna put it right here. Now we wanna go on top for the trapdoor. We create a new empty called hatch set position. Obviously, we want to put this one on the logic layer and the logic tag. And on this one, we can also add a rigid body on kinematic. Then we got the hatch, which is right here, which is going to have a box collider. This, the Y is on 0, and that's 2 and 2, and it's perfectly placed right in the middle here. But I want to make sure it's actually on top of it, so I'm gonna zoom in right here and right here. So now the trap will be right in the middle. And yeah, the tag obviously on logic and the layer on logic. Finally, we want to create climb, which is for layers, with the box collider, which is going to be oopsies, is 0 on this one. This one is going to be on 1.5, and this one on 1.25. And we want to set it correctly with the hatch. So right about here should be good. And now from the front view, this is not what we want. So we're gonna drag it down right here. Should be great. Now I'm gonna remove this right here because we don't need that. Save that right here. And the claim, we can put that on the logic tag. And we want to put that on transparent FX layer. Now we can select them all and put them under slots, which is right here. Now I'm gonna open this and go to the tutorial folder. I'm gonna reactivate this one, and I'm gonna drag the prefabs in, all of them, in this folder right here. Now we're gonna go back here. We're gonna select this folder and use the bundle tool that comes with Unturned. We're gonna grab it and bundle tutorial, and I'm gonna hit save right here. So now I'm gonna open my folder right here. I'm gonna grab the tutorial.unity 3D, and I'm going to go in Unturned folder right here in the large sections, and I'm gonna create new, and it's gonna called tutorial. So it needs to match the exact same name for the folder name, the Unity 3D file, and this. So I'm gonna take this right here, and I'll paste it right here. And I can open this one. We can rename that to tutorial number 2, because number 1 is for the tutorial map, and then we can rename that to tutorial.dat. Now open this one. I'm gonna set the ID to a random number, 5000. I wanna exclude from master bundle, so the game actually understand that we have a custom model right here. And now we want a GUID, which is we're gonna get right now. GUID generator right over here. And we're gonna bring one right over here. So now it's already done. It's completely done. It's set. It's gonna be working. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close my game, and I'm gonna open it back up. So just wait for Steam to load it. Now I'm gonna hit play. The game should be loading up now. So now we'll be able to test if it's actually working. So what I'm gonna do right here, I I've got the leader ID to test, and I've got an NPC, which is on my test map, which gives you all of the other elements you can put in Windows slots. So it's almost done. Here we go. Now we can go in the map editor. I'm gonna take the test map and I'm gonna edit it. So it was so yeah, it's really using one. So I'm gonna remove that. I put tutorial right here, and I'm gonna take tutorial number 2. Wait, I used the ID number 5000 for testing. So this is why it was already here. It's because there was a building that uses the same ID that I removed. Now we're gonna save this, and I'm gonna exit that. I'm gonna play right here in single player. I'm gonna reset the map, and I'm gonna play offline. Now I'm gonna give myself some experience. 100 should be good. Now I'm gonna buy all of these and give myself a leader. Now we can go up to the building and we can see we can decorate it properly. So we can put a nice little window right here. Then I've got a gate that we can place right here. Then we've got a nice door right here. I didn't place it properly, but that should be fine. Now we can put a nice little hatch right up there. And now we have a nice spot for a ladder right here. I'm gonna open it and climb up on the roof. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So now I'm gonna change to the part where how to get the tools and the tags and layers. So this is how you can do the buildings. Now I'm gonna exit Unturned, and I'm going to get back in the Unturned folder right here. So we're gonna go to the Unturned main folder. So right over here in bundles and then sources, and you want to import into your Unity the project.unity package. Will give you the tags and the layers. So I'll put all of the dimensions in the description of the video, because you actually don't have you can have the example package, which is right in here. So this is the example package right here. It includes this, and you can actually have some buildings example that are already ready, and none of them have the size of the gate hatch and the climb example. I had to get these myself, so I'm gonna share it with you guys now. Also, make sure you can also check the link to my project, which is Alberta map, which I'm currently working on. It's going to be in the description, so make sure you check it out. And yeah, you can also have uh, if you can also take a look at the Trello of my map, which is right here, and which lists everything I'm working on for the map and if it's completed or not. And you can always um, leave comments under the Trello elements. I've changed the permissions so everyone can leave comments, so you can give me feedback. So this should be all. So thank you for watching, and I'll put everything you need. So I'll put the dimensions of the slots in the description, because there isn't an example for all of them. And Nelson might have changed the example package and added the gate size in it. I'm not sure, but I'll add it. And yeah, that should be all. Make sure you sub to my channel, because it will help me a lot. And thank you for watching.